opening up the UFC Kansas City main card, we have another rebooked fight. We have Ikram Aliskerov taking on Andre Muniz. This fight was supposed to happen back at UFC Saudi Arabia, but it was canceled because Andre Muniz had visa issues. And back then, the odds were much wider than they are now. This is another weird fight where the odds are tightening, and I was surprised to see that. I thought they would continue to widen. We have Ikram Aliskerov. He is 15-2 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that short notice loss to Robert Whittaker. He is taking on Andre Muniz, 24-6 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off the decision win over Jun Young Park. Ikram Aliskerov, I know we haven't seen it quite yet in the UFC, but he is a Russian wrestler. He hasn't needed to wrestle in the UFC, but it is there. When he's wrestling, when that is the game plan, it's nonstop pressure, constant body locks, tie-ups, and shots. When he gets you to the ground, he's impossible to shake. He will latch onto you like another layer of skin. Striking-wise, it is improving. He's got a high guard, good combinations, pretty solid power. He is coming off that knockout loss to Robert Whittaker, where if you remember, he was in the Apex. They moved him from the Apex to Saudi Arabia, the other side of the planet, on 1 week's notice and fought a top 10 guy on planet Earth. So it didn't quite go his way. Taking on Andre Muniz, a BJJ killer. He's a decent striker. He's got okay wrestling. He hits pretty hard. The takedowns are solid as well. He's not going to shy away from a striking match. He doesn't get desperate with the takedowns. He'll shoot real ones. No full-blown butt scoot BJJ nerd. But we are in a position here where if he gets taken down, and if Andre Muniz can't get the offensive takedowns, he does end up on his back, just sort of getting dotted up a bit. He is coming off that win over the Iron Turtle, where he had 11 takedowns, but still managed to get his strikes doubled. And last time this fight was booked, Ikram was like a 3-1 favorite, quickly moved to a 6-1 favorite. Now that they've rebooked it, they opened it at 7-1, and it hung out there for a while. And over the last few days, I don't know if there's some news I didn't see or what, but over the last few days, he went from -700 down to -500. While still a tremendous favorite, that translates to 5-1 favorite. If you don't know how odds work, -500 basically means you have to bet $500 to win 100. You give them 500, they'll give you 600 back. 100 is profit. So he's a big favorite, and you have to lay out a lot of money to make it worth your while. But I agree with that. I don't think Andre's going to be able to out-wrestle Ikram, who is a very good wrestler. I don't think Andre's going to outstrike Ikram, who's a pretty good striker. And I think if Ikram goes back to his wrestling roots and takes Andre Muniz down, then he can beat him up the exact same way Paul Craig did when he was Jacob's underdog lock of the week, or when Brendan Allen did when he stepped up on short notice to beat up Muniz as well. So Ikram is going to be the pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I mean, this was made for Ikram, a non-dangerous striker that can get out-wrestled, out-grappled. This is kind of like a thanks for stepping in. Here's somebody that you should beat. Ikram should win this fight unless he comes in and acts like an idiot and just starts swinging wild shit, like maybe gas himself out or something. But Ikram should win this fight.
Yeah, I agree. I'm surprised to see the line tightening because I just don't. I unless it's the sports books sort of moving it to try. I don't know why, actually. Obviously, money has to come in on it. I don't know why the odds are tightening. Ikram should be a tremendous favorite here. He should win this fight. I expect him to win this fight. Andre Muniz's loss to Paul Craig, that's when that broke you had like a losing lock of the week skid, and then that broke the skid, right? That's when I had to come on here and be like, sorry for the antics.
I think so.
Yeah, and then you showed up with the Paul Craig face mask, and he went down to 185. Anybody who takes Muniz down, considering how good he is at jiu-jitsu, has some success, and I do think Ikram can go back to those wrestling roots if he wants to, and even if he doesn't, I think that $9,700 could be worth it. I think Ikram can win by striking. I think Ikram can win on the ground. I think Ikram wins this fight. He will be in my lineups. I will spend that money, and I do have him in that 3-leg parlay. I have Ikram. Who the hell else? I have Ikram, Jacqueline Amorim, and I'll give you the 3rd leg of that when we get to that fight. And if you do want to check it out now, every single bet that we place is on the board, ready to go, not just for this card, but future cards as well, including UFC 315 and some other ones. Check them all out right now at WeWantPicks.com.